Hey everybody, welcome to the Anthony and Todd Show. My name is Trevor.
I'm Vincent.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Watsky record, Complaint.
George Watsky is a Bay Area born slam poet turned rapper, and he's been making music for about a decade now. He's known for his essentially mix of alternative rock, emo music, and hip hop. It's kind of this weird in-between place of like all these three genres where it's not really hip hop because it's more like poppy. It's not really emo because it's hip hop. And it's not like emo rap. So it's like a lot in between this weird triangle of genres in the middle. So it's like a mix of things. Not to say he's like super visionary or anything. I'm just saying he just falls out that he's not really the biggest star of any of these genres. Like he's just kind of cut in between.
Okay. You sound like somebody trying to, like, back when 21 Pilots, like, first got popular, you sound like somebody trying to, like, describe them to somebody.
No, but that's essentially what his stylings is.
Yeah.
And it's essentially the emo backbone. It's the fact that he's been, like, placed on, like, things like, what is it? Warped Tour and stuff like that. And he's catering to that kind of music. And he's making music for that, like, people that kind of are that age or that into that sound. So he's kind of caught in the middle. I first got into Watsky when I was in high school. I really liked his music at the time. It hasn't remained the same to me. A decent amount of his projects. I think projects like his debut in 2009, Watsky, and also Cardboard Castles in 2013, and also the Anderson .Paak produced All You Can Do, which is crazy to say that now. All those albums haven't really remained the same for me. They kind of drifted apart. One weird thing is Times Infinity, his 2016 release, has actually grown on me since. I think what he did with mixing jazz and all these different styles, and being even actually more moanier and complacent
I think it's more of a mature record for him.
Yeah. And the fact that he goes off on these weirder narrative moments like Chemical Angel, where he's talking about his seizures and not wanting to take the medicine for it anymore, or the track later on where he's talking about this piano player that's on the brink of suicide, and we get all these weird narrative moments throughout, and I thought it was actually a big playground for him to mature on. And also the exquisite Corpse track that had like 13 other people, I thought was just such a playful melody of this one expansive narrative. I thought it worked out really well, and I didn't know what he's gonna do past that, because that, like, I feel like jazz rap and that kind of style of hip hop he was trying to make just doesn't really seem fitting for his character, because Watsky is very cheesy, he's very over dramatic, and he has this like almost Disney-like quality to him where he's very clean. And it just like, I feel like that type of music, like jazz rap, just doesn't fit him that well. And I wanted to see where he would go next. Not really surprisingly, he was actually going into more pop territory, which at first I was unsure of, but listening to this full record, I can say this is actually a very smart choice for him, because his persona, his character, his background, his personality fits to like really plastic like pop music, like almost like dime a dozen pop music. And not to say this record is the production on it's lacking. I think Kush Moby and Watsky do a good job with it, but I feel like the style of things that they're trying to replicate is that very like pop centric sound.
I think Watsky needed to like make this change in order to continue on with his career, because I felt like he didn't really have like a place to go. Although I don't think I would call the stylings just dime a dozen pop.
Yeah,
because it doesn't come off as like pop. It comes off as like, I always say like very like Tumblr-esque.
Yeah.
But this is like, I mean, this is exactly what it is. This
so
has shades of like,
so banning porn. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, George Watsky's taking the place of Tumblr, and now he's going to make porn.
Yeah.
Watsky here is like, he's almost channeling anywhere from like Fallout Boy and Panic at the Disco
to like 21
Pilots. Yeah. Or even like older groups, I should say, like Never Shout Never.
Yeah.
I mean, it just feels like the natural evolution of like, if Tumblr ruled the world and it stayed the same, like if your middle school self was you now and you just never matured, and here you are in like 2019 with those same like, like 2008, 2009 kind of like feelings and personality, but you're in like the future now. I feel like this is what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, even take like the welcome to the family, this like notion that you're in middle school and your boyfriend of 4 months breaks up with you and you're like, I'm broken now. That's what this track reminds me of. He's like, yeah, I'm Watsky. Welcome to my family because we're all broken. Come on. Like, and then like, that's what that
Come to my house.
Yeah.
We are a family.
He's like, come on over. Everybody's broken and we're all families and we all have tragic backstories. So let's all work together. It just feels like,
Yeah. But that's always been him, and I find it kind of endearing.
yeah, but like now it just feels even like cheesier. I feel like I've like moved past Watsky. I don't know.
But like that's always been eccentric of his character is that he's super. It's the same way we're okay with Mac Miller's Swimming. Swimming is one of the most cheesy records I've ever heard.
Yeah,
in
but
my
it's
life.
not cheesy in the sense of like Tumblr cheesy. This isn't like this is like raw XD territory that we're getting into. I'm 100% serious, but 100% serious. So he's like, let's get so high that we're floating like a balloon.
He's actually done that track before. That's why I hate it.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
like my least favorite track.
I didn't
on
like
there.
that one. I'll like whatever is like the essential like never shout never track where it's like kind of funny where he's like, I can't stop thinking about her, but it's whatever, and it's like, oh, that's me, my teenage angst is showing. Like, or fuck it up is like if you're like a middle school, like if you're an 8th grade fucking varsity volleyball player and you put like, excuse me, I fuck it up with my bass out at the teen nightclub, like that's what this feels like. No complaints, no conversations. It's like we always fight all the time, but we're still together because we're perfect. We're soulmates. And again, it's the same. This is the same 4-month boyfriend from the beginning of the album. The only track that I feel like I genuinely like as a grown ass man in 2018 or 2019 is Mean Ass Drunk, and I feel like that was like a very well done song. It's shows,
an iTunes commercial.
I mean,
it sounds like an iTunes.
Yeah,
I don't mean that in a bad way. I like.
No, it channels. What song did you say it sounded like?
I Feel It Still by Portugal.
Yeah. It gives me like these tracks of like, or it gives me feelings of like these like single tracks put out by these like pop, punk, pop rock bands. Like Feel It Still. The guitar riffs remind me of Fall Out Boy's Uma Thurman from a couple of years ago. Which I mean I dig both of those songs. So I like this one. It feels like a very natural progression. Or like when he's trying to like talk to this girl, he's like, you suck and you mean, but I like you because you're a goddess. And he's like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna cry. I was like, I think it's funny, and it's like more mature and how to do like comedy rap without like being
comedy rap.
Just a yeah. I mean, without just being a huge joke.
Without being Little Dicky.
Yeah. How to make a joke without being a joke. I'm gonna write a book about that. But yeah, like that is the only track on here that doesn't feel like it's stuck in 2007.
Yeah, I don't know. I find this actually just be a fun pop record. And that's all I think about it. I'm not like, I don't go to Watsky for my like lyrical intrigue. I hate to make that argument, but that's not what I expect from him.
I understand. I understand. As much as I shit on Welcome to the Family, I still think it's like a catchy track. I think that the like message behind it is really dumb and kind of shitty, but like the track itself is catchy.
Yeah, Welcome to the Family and Limo for Emos are essentially the same written track.
Yeah.
Like I know him better. Yes. I know Watsky is incredibly cheesy and incredibly dumb, but I think his performances on this I find enjoyable. I found the production to be fun. I think there's enough switch ups through it. There's the only moment I skip when I listen to this is What Goes Up, because it reminds me of Let's Get High and Watch Planet Earth on and like the one Anderson .Paak produced record, and I just found that to be annoying.
Yeah.
And this is even more annoying because it's like even more sweet tooth, and I just like feel like I have diabetes because he's injected me with so much sugar. But yeah, I found throughout this entire record moments like Mean Ass Drunk, No Complaints, No Conversations, Limo for Emos, Whitecaps, and
I forgot about Whitecaps.
And Welcome to the Family. Just be fun, goofy fun. That's what I got out of this. Like goofy fun. Is it cheesy? Yes. Is it stupid? Yes. But does it have a nice pop backing that I enjoy? I'm not going to say this is the most incredibly lyrical depth album. I feel like I'm going to die on a ledge saying that, but like...
I agree with you on some fronts. I think that some of the production's really fun. But like I said, like I feel like I just cannot move past the fact that I feel like I am just warped to middle school and like listening to this record, or like watching all my peers listen to this record and be like, this is the greatest song ever. It's like when Does your chain hang low? Does it wobble to the... Yeah, it's like when that song came out and everybody was just fucking bumping it all day. This is something that like would have done well. Or like that one girl that's like, hip hop, that's for the plebs. I only listen to Bullet for My Valentine. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what this feels like.
Oh yeah, I'm not just like, if you don't like this record, I'm not going to force you.
No.
Like
I think there are points. I'm trying to get across that I am having an excellent time just shitting on this record. I think it's so fun. But
you
also,
haven't had
like,
a Father John Misty moment in a while, so like you have to get it out because we're usually covered in compliance at this point. So you have to get all your memes out now.
I'm having a good time now because it's fun to just shit on it. But I do agree there's some like fun pop moments. But again, I cannot get past this like middle school vibe on here. It feels like Watsky's like making music for like people that are seriously younger than him. He's like, this is who I connect to. I'm sorry, Watts.
I'm not going to complain about that because that's an actually valid point.
And I think it sucks because X Infinity I find to be like an actually really, I'm not gonna say it's like a super intrinsic record or anything, but it's actually really, it's interesting, and I find Watsky to be charismatic and a lot of fun. But on here, I don't find him to be charismatic. I almost find him to be like creepy. Like he's like taking in these middle school girls because they all feel the same way.
I think we're just gonna end it there. I think that's a good point to end off on. This has been our best review in a while. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more videos, there should be more on screen right now. If you want to listen to our podcast, which is the best show in audio form on Apple Music and Spotify every week, there should be links down below in the description. Also down in the description is links to our various social media. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. Until next time, guys, I've been Vincent.
I'm Trevor.
And see you, boys.
Bye, everybody.